I used to be a sad sack of illness, just walking around the streets. I had ulcerative colitis, chronic acne, depression, fatigue, just like useless in daily life, and we've turned it all around. I know a thing or two, and it's by sticking to a chart like that. There's a spectrum of healing foods. The denser you go, the closer you are to Stan. You don't want to be near Stan. So I just want to explain this simple chart and why if you stick to it, you will heal and lose all your muscle and fart sometimes.
I am a vegan, you are a loser.
So are you going to find stories of people who ate denser on this chart close to hell and got better? Of course you are. Sometimes just avoiding large amounts of processed foods, going to something tiny like little meat sacks, and fasting. Like when I was doing the carnivore diet, I was also fasting like 22 hours a day. In my opinion, there's more than just physical health though. There's true totalitarian holographic health that just encompasses the whole world. So like if you're eating meat and you heal the body, you didn't heal that lamb that you just sliced. You're not healing the animals in your area. If you steal a kid's bike, you'll get to wherever you were going faster, and you would think, oh, I'm benefiting from this bike. Look, I just timed it. 2 minutes to get to work, whereas it took me half an hour to walk. We all win. No, the kid, he's crying. I could download a UFC pay-per-view and watch it and think, oh, I'm winning, I get a free fight. But then the fighters get no money, and then eventually if we all did that, people wouldn't be punching each other in the face. Is that a world you want to live in? I didn't think so. So let me just encourage you to think beyond yourself when it comes to diet. Yes, you can heal some physical symptoms eating meat, but you can also do that plant-based and not kill and help the environment and feed the entire world. Like, this is much better plan for the future. So when it comes to this chart, this is a spectrum of healing. If you want the fastest healing of a chronic disease, fasting is, you can't just jump there sometimes. You might be too toxic. I remember doing little 3-day water fast back in the day and I'm just nauseous and dying. Like I was so encumbered. It just like, you can't just jump into it, but this is the level. Maybe you need to be on a starchy vegetable plan. You start there, it's like, okay, and then that's detoxing at a level. And then you jump into the leafy greens. Okay, I'm adding lots of salads now. Fruit, are you ready for it? I don't know, but fasting is the top of the notch. Now, obviously, fasting isn't sustainable forever. It's not a food pyramid here where, okay, fasting is the goal, breatharian. No, like this is to heal chronic disease. You fast as much as you can. 21 day, have you ever done that? I didn't break it with raw eggs, ruining the whole fast. I would never do that. I healed a lot on that fast. Just like fruits are the highest level of food here, the highest healers. Doesn't mean you can stay on a fruitarian diet forever, just nothing but fruit. Maybe you could, but I'm just saying, it's not working for my face. I will keep updating this chart because there's more visual representations that keep coming to mind, like eating lots versus eating just enough. That's like not healing to eat too much. So let's go at the very bottom. The worst thing you could do, tons of animal products and lots, just too much animal products, and that's your whole diet. You overeat on the carnivore diet, never fasting. 3 meals a day, 3 large meals, all meat, super high protein. In my opinion, this would be the most clogging up to your body, and you can feel it in your face. You can sound it. You can sound it with your voice. I think I had a dream. I had a rat. I had a hamster. It was my cat, but turned into a hamster, and then some rat was like killing it and tore its eye out. Maybe my dreams aren't better. They're worse. You can hear it in my voice in older videos. It's just very clogged up sounding. Just my nose. You can just hear the nasaliness. Now, in my opinion, processed foods like pizza and bagels and cream cheese, like all this stuff, worse than just plain grass-fed beef or something physically. But I don't see those as foods. That's why they're not in my chart. This is food. I don't even look at that poor little chicken. He just wants a hug. He's burnt. He can't have a burnt hug. But in my opinion, the more fat, the more protein, the more clogging to the body. So animal products are at the bottom, just by the nature of their fatty protein mix. If you could find a high carb animal, then that would be your choice. But what is it? A slug or something? You have to include the karmic element of killing an animal, like spiritual health. So like moving up to grains, beans, nuts, and seeds, like that's a step up for the world. Your gut may disagree, but it's a step up and you could heal it. There's plenty of cases of people eating just a regular diet, just steak and potatoes type of thing, and then they go vegan and they're eating lots of grains and meat, like they heal. It's known to reverse heart disease and stuff. It's just, they're not easy to digest. They're hard on the gut. So I don't recommend it, but it is technically an elevated food source. All those 4 groups, just back it off a notch on the nuts and seeds, tiny little handful if it was a foot. I remember healing my acne in a week on a grain and vegetable based diet. Like it was good, no fat, no salt. It's just my gut wasn't having it. I was a bit constipated, life wasn't good. Things are flowing much better now. So it's a level that you don't want to stick around in. Now you may notice that as we move up this hippie spectrum, we get lower and lower on the protein. And that is the key to removing burden from your body. Just picture it like this. You want to heal something. It's because you have toxic shit in you, most likely. Clear it out and you get better. Adding in protein is filling it back up with waste. You're adding disease. Remove it with the fruits and low protein foods. So up this healing spectrum, you get lower on the protein, you lose some muscle. I'm sorry, Hercules. It's just, I'm trying to see if maybe some hippie lord up there will bless me with the ability to adapt to a low protein diet and keep some semblance of dignity. But I have lost a significant amount of muscle, and that's just what's happening. Muscle doesn't equal health. I'm sorry, Superman's gonna die of a heart attack at 81. I almost said 84. I gave him 3 extra years. He didn't make it. I don't know why some people equate fitness with health. They're completely separate. You can be an Olympic athlete eating nothing good, ever. Michael Phelps, like 10,000 calories a day. It's all pancakes and bacon. I don't know who started the muscle-based fitness movement, but it was a brainwashing scam to kill us all, to kill men hard. And that's the truth. So moving up to the starchy vegetables, here's where your potatoes, your sweet potatoes and squashes live. Still super low protein, much easier to digest than grains and beans. Lower on the protein, that's probably why. Not much anti-nutrients, no enzyme inhibitors, stuff like that that's in the grain and bean and nut and seed level. Just avoid that as much as possible. Once you move up here, it's like, okay, you have this lightness to you. Super low protein. If you have to dip down into bean land to have some dignity, then that's on you. You're gonna not feel as good digestively, and like you're clogging yourself, you're burdening yourself with anti-nutrients now. It's a lower level. So accept that you're a skinny loser and heal your body. Now there's something these 3 levels have in common: the animal products, grains and beans, and starchy vegetables, although to a lesser degree. They're all mucus forming, encumbering your body with toxins. Like your body's obviously reacting. If you eat nothing but fruit for a while and then you eat a big potato meal, you're gonna notice, like almost every day I cough up some mucus after this potato meal. I can tell it's mucus forming. I'm just not ready for the fruit based all the way up there. Nothing but fruits and leafy greens. It's a level. You might want to be there one day. Maybe you're already there. I'm just not ready for it. It's Canada, it's cold, leave me alone. I was saying the same thing in the summer. I started this diet in the summer. I'm just an addict. I would say the starchy vegetables are neutral to slightly encumbering you. You can still heal as long as you're eating enough fruits and you're fasting sometimes, and then you do have some starch for dinner. I still think you're moving in the right direction towards health. It's just slow. It's a slow train. If you want to pick it up a notch, and you might feel like shit while doing this as you detox, this is speedy now. We're talking speedy cleanse territory. Nothing but fruits and leafy greens and the vegetable fruits. It's a somewhat sustainable diet. You could have like 2 fruit meals and a big salad You're cleansing now. It's all raw foods. You're a raw food hippie. There's nothing mucus forming at all. It's just full, okay, he's finally doing it. Everything is cleansing now. We're removing so much waste. Oh my God, I'm losing a lot of weight. Oh, is this sustainable? Probably not. Ow, my teeth hurt. Uh-oh. Why is that? That's just detox. Don't worry about that. There are tooth meridian charts that connect your teeth to different organs, and if your teeth get sensitive, when I eat nothing but grapes, they get sensitive. I think that's just too fast of a detox. Your body's showing you like, ow, that's a lot for us. Maybe slow down. And like within a couple days of backing off grapes, they get back to normal. Like they're not sensitive anymore. So I do believe it is a detox process, and you're filthy. And that's why you had tooth pain on a fruit-based diet, and you have work to do, don't you? If you want to heal even faster, then you remove the vegetables, you go on nothing but fruits. This is more like a cleanse. This is not like, oh, I'm fruitarian now. This is completely sustainable. You're going to lose a lot of weight. You're going to detox quick, sometimes too quick for the body. Just listen. The sweeter fruits are going to detox slower. So like bananas, dates, mangoes, papayas, those can be like, if you go to the grape level, or lemons, nothing but lemons and grapes, like that could hurt. Whereas you back it off to bananas and you're okay over here, safe. As you creep up into the fasting level, you might creep slowly and do 2 meals a day fruitarian, and you're fasting like 16 hours a day. You're combining 2 levels, intermittent fasting and fruit. And then you remove 1 fruit meal, 1 meal a day, 19 hours, oh my God. And then it's just full on water fasting. The ultimate healer is you. So eating nothing, like the less you do, the faster you will heal. So all these levels of food are just easing the burden on your body. Fruits are like barely taking any digestive effort, like you're barely adding anything to the body. You're just sustaining yourself with calories and you're almost fasting. That's why it's healing. It's just you're getting out of the way. You are the power horse of your life. I remember Tavis Bradley when he got into that car accident, like it was terrible and his spine was like shattered. Like we're talking fragments everywhere poking out, and he just fasted. He didn't even go to the hospital. He's like, I'm done. And he just laid there and his body fixed itself. If he would have eaten mac and cheese every day, he had a nurse coming in, here you go, you need to eat lots of protein to build. It's like he wouldn't have healed. He would have died. The body knows what to do. Give it faith. Just let it do its thing. And fasting is the level, and that's why this spectrum works. Some people get confused or deterred because it can take a while. It can take a while before you see results. You get worse before better. But most people who stick with this, they end up with this vibrant radiance. It's just like, wow, who is that guy? Wow, look at him, like Life Regenerator, people like that, Lou Corona. You get to that level, Dr. Morse. Like some people say, oh, Dr. Morse, he looks old, he has white hair. That's not, he's kind of overweight. Look at his spirit as he's talking to you, the vibrance, the excitement for life he has for healing people. He's like, yep, energy all day. He's like 70 years old. What do you want to look like? We're gonna look like wizards eventually. He's a healthy wizard. He's so happy and energetic, and that's the guy. Try to look beyond the shallow shell of this body. If you're only focused on that, you're gonna pick the guy with the most muscle and the most hair. It's like, oh, he looks so young and healthy. Is he healthy though? What does he smell like? Skunk meat? Maybe he does. There's more to health than just the looks. So for me, I don't dip below the starchy vegetables. Sometimes I have white rice, so that's a little dip. I think that's the easiest to digest grain with the least anti-nutrients. Once you get the hull off, you're somewhat safe, barely. So I eat 2 meals a day. One is raw fruit. The next is a salad before my starchy vegetable meal. And I'm fasting like 18 hours a day. And some days I will do like 48-hour water fast. I'm looking to do some more fruit cleansing. But right now, winter is just, my body ain't calling for it. It's like, oh, can I have more fruit? Yay. But this is the basics on how to heal the body correctly. Don't be fooled by, oh, my symptoms went away eating meat, so you're wrong. Symptoms go away with pharmaceutical medication too. It doesn't mean you're healthy. I don't want to discourage you. I'm seriously highly triggered by these carnivore diets. I don't think they're healthy long term. I think you're causing more and more damage to your organs by staying on that high protein, high fat. It's just not something we're designed to eat. You may look at some of my older videos and say, oh, you looked healthier, you were fatter and more plump and you had more muscle. No, you were healthier back then. It's like, no, I had things working behind the scenes. Vertigo. For the first time in my life on that keto diet, I was dizzy. Like, that did not feel good. That was something bad brewing. And like kidney damage from the blood tests and super high cholesterol. And why would cholesterol be there if not to fight inflammation from your meat? The meat is causing the inflammation. That's why your cholesterol raises. That's why you got it. I feel a million times better than I did on meat. I have no agenda to get you to go vegan. I don't care. This is just what I think is truth, and I'm sharing it with you. Take it or leave it. That's the chart. And I will add to it soon, little rules, where do herbs fit? I'll tell you. I'll let you know. So thank you for watching. Do you agree with me? Of course you do. That's why you thumb up the video. It appears that I have somehow gathered a carnivorous family who thinks that skunk meat is the highest level due to the stink glands being the most detoxifying food known to man. You're on a skunk meat stink gland cleanse, and that's why you're thumbing the video down. I don't think you're on the right path. It's not even a delicious one. I don't know how you stumbled upon it. It's bullshit, actually. It offends me. I smelled a skunk the other day. He walked by here. I was like, damn. Those are no joke. Don't get sprayed by one of those. I'm gonna go after you buy a vegetable police t-shirt. You subscribed?